Hi everyone, welcome to Don't Take a Gaming channel. Let's start King's Bounty 2 from the continuation of the last time. Here we go. So, continue. Okay, Goose and Logan Tavern. What? Journal. Main. Through the Gorant. Inspect the Magefactory. Okay. So, other. Cultist Diaries. Okay. Yes. So. Widow's Kiss. Okay. So. Time to point to 2.
My boy wrote to say he started studying.
Today's
Okay. So, inspect the Magefactory. Ask Didel about Tabula. Okay. Track.
Oh, wait a moment. Are you heading to the Magefactory?
Indeed.
Please, hear me out. My assistant stayed behind at the Magefactory. I need you to find him.
You seem distraught, sir.
I am a golem master. I was to deliver new golems to the Royal Guard, but foolishly forgot the Tabula of Tinciduntion. Without it, the golems will never awaken.
Tinciduntion. Come again?
Anyway, the Tabula is in the hands of my assistant, who remained at Monpatris. If you could search for him, or he might have left some notes. The lost Tabula must be found, or else the Guard won't get its sentry golems. See? After the disaster, Legate Horus took me in and refused to give me up to the officials and all the rest of them. I can't let him down. No way.
Okay. So, I met a man named Deal at the quarantine outpost. He begged me for help. He needs to get his hand on the Tabula of Tinciduntion, but entry to the Magefactory is barred. To find the Tabula, I need to meet with Deal's assistant, who remained in the city, if he's still alive, that is. Okay. Okay, here. Alright. Pedant's Best Gold Mana. Okay. So, book Fregius Chronicles on King Maximus' War, Sir Renaud's Brave Deed, Part 1. Having seized the Elven lands and brought the Dukes of Rigelun to heel, Maximus turned his gaze south towards sinister Nagarajar. Since ancient times, this cursed land had troubled the sovereigns of Nostoria. A dire threat yet lingered there, even after the once invincible dragon clan was extirpated. The Immortal Thousand, an unholy legion of living dead, who magically retained their sanity after resurrection, now schemed to conquer Nostalgia and the other human lands. Okay, Maximus War 3. Okay, nothing. Scroll. Rabdan's Diary, 3rd entry. The precise details are a jumbled mess after everything that's happened, and there is nobody left to clarify things. How bitter the taste. Jipond graced us with his presence a couple of times and wrote a few letters to our gathering. How alluring he was at first. You, my friend, are special people. You see the beauty and accept the truth, he said. We were proud of being special, like an orphan child given a hand-me-down shot. We anxiously awaited the day of the ritual, when the unity would occur. It was supposed to bind us, open our minds, hearts, and souls to each other and to the world. Isn't that what poetry is? How could I have believed such balderdash? Okay.
Am I just imagining it?
Okay. So
Run! Quick!
okay. So just okay. Iron Golem, Century Golem, Iron Golem, Century, fine. Okay. So okay. Okay. Ah. Alright. Okay. 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 Ah. Victory. Okay. No loss victory. Okay.
Norman, Harvey, Rato. How did you three manage to get here ahead of me? And what happened here?
We wanted to awaken the golems so they could protect us. Harvey tried it without a tabula. As you can see, it didn't work out. I shouldn't have bothered. We didn't find anyone, not up there, not here. The voices we heard were a figment of the imagination.
Those might be the voices of the survivors. Prince Adrian assigned me to find the survivors and escort them back to the Citadel.
Really? Well, that does make sense. There are monsters roaming around the main entrance. I've never seen anything so terrifying. Perhaps they sense the living people inside and are lingering beside the bars like ravenous hounds. Thankfully, they can't enter. Those bars are heavy.
I know how to deal with monsters. Meanwhile, please get somewhere safe. Castle Ardennes would be a good choice.
No way. I came here to find Lindsey, and I'm not going anywhere without her. She might still be here with the other survivors. Are you heading for the mines? Let's do it together. If you defeat those monsters, I'll open the entrance for you. You can't do it by yourself. If you need help, talk to Harvey. Maybe he can awaken the golems to help you. I'm sure he won't fail a second time. Or Rato here. He knows a passage to the mines that bypasses the main entrance. Handy, right?
You're still worried about your wife. Of course we can go together. Just let me take the lead.
Okay. Through the quarantine. Complete. Haven of the Enlightened Ones. New quest finding Lindsey. As soon as they have had a chance to recover, we are going to have a nice chat. I hope they have something at least slightly reassuring to tell me. Defeat the golems in the square. Inspect the map. Okay. Finding Lindsey. Find the other entrance to the mine. Find your way to the main entrance to the mine. The search for survivors is taking me down into the mines of the Magefactory. I suddenly have accomplices in the matter. Norman and his pals. Norman is looking for his wife Lindsey here. I hope we find her. I've arrived at the Magefactory to continue working on Priest Adrian's assignment. Find the survivors of the disaster in the Monpatris mines and bring them to the palace as living proof of my allegations. If only the prince could see with his own eyes what's going on here. The Magefactory is little more than a smoldering ruin. There is no sign of life left on the surface. It smells like age-old decay inside, and dust hangs in the air like a filthy curtain. An army of monstrous creatures roams around the mine's entrance like a pack of ravenous hounds. The entrance is heavily barred, so it's unlikely any of these beasts have gotten inside. As for me, entering the mines will be quite a challenge. I'm still hopeful of finding survivors in the courtyard. I rescued Norman and his two friends, Harvey and Reto, from a golem army. After the battle, Norman insisted he knew people who had survived in the mines and refused to live without his wife Lindsey. We are going to search for Lindsey together. Perhaps this will earn me a pardon. Besides, I need Norman's help to get into the mines. He knows how to pass the heavy bars at the entrance. Reto can repair the elevator that leads to the other entrance at the Magefactory's old quarry. Then we can avoid the confrontation with the horde of monsters. Okay. Find Tabula. Find Tabula. And Mark. Ravanan's Diary, 4th century. So arrived the night of the ritual. DuPont men brought some special mana crystals. I've never seen anything like them. I thought there would be a grandiose ceremony, chanting and the like. Instead, one of the new arrivals simply started reading aloud from their book. Others performed magic. Lindsey was listening with tears in her eyes. Her husband Norman was there. It seemed she was hiding her involvement from him. And then it truly began, a portal, or a tear in reality. I don't know the correct magical term. In verse, I would have written that the world was wounded and cried out in pain. would you want like that, I wonder? And from this would pour the beast. Okay. Workers' quarter. Basket, leather gold money. Okay. So, later. Master Diddle, I write this missive in case my life is ended before next we meet. There is fierce fighting here, but I am unsure who is the enemy. I entrusted the Tabula to the most loyal citizen I know, a man devoted to the crown with all his heart, the sea barber. He knows where to hide it. I must inform you that someone tried to steal the Tabula. I do not know who ordered the deed, but I am inclined to suspect Algezanian spies. I shall cast them until my final hour. I hope this will reach you in time. I've done all I could to protect the kingdom's time. Kingdom's secret, and my conscience is clear. May my descendants know my name. Your servant is.
Oh, the assistant mentions a barber in the letter. But there are so many signs.
Find the Tabula in the Magefactory. Find the Tabula. Okay. Okay. Book. Fileguis Chronicles on King Maximus' War, Sir Reynolds Brave Deed, Part 2. Determined to purge the undead threat from the south, King Maximus summoned both the dwarves of Regal and the elves of Kaethan under his command. Together, they outfitted 300 ships, and once the spring storms subsided, sailed to Nagarajar. The armies disembarked at the mouth of the Mahanandi River. This river was once a swiftly flowing torrent, bordered by pastoral land, but the magical fires of the Dragon War had left nothing but dust and rock where once it flowed. Had King Maximus not heeded the advice of the elven druids and brought a supply of water, this foray into Nagarajar would have been over in 3 days. However, it was still impossible to advance unless they could find wells or springs for the troops. Okay. A pouch of gold. Nice. Stone bottom.
Why so difficult?
Okay. First. Ancient legend. Okay. Book. Characters. What? Level 23. 8 point. One more level I need, or 2. Okay. Okay. Ravdan's Diary, 5th century.
Poor people.
It is worse than a siege or a fire, many times worse. The city was consumed with red lamb. The people were blackened one by one, terrible winged creatures glided through the streets easily like birds. The guards have fled. The few brave men remained were murdered and drained. Only Lithion managed to keep his reason and honor amidst this insanity. The old Magefactory worker activated the sentry golems, and they started battling the monsters. Some folks fled to the mines with Lithion. I think Norman was there too. He might have escaped with a few of the craftsmen. Best not return to the square. The golems guarding the mine entrance attack anyone they see. Looks like Legion activated their most aggressive behavior mode. Okay. Box. Merchant hat, gold mine. Take off. Okay. So. Oh. Okay. One more ancient rules. Stop. This.
Has it stopped yet?
Here. Tabula of Tinciduntion.
In all fairness, Didier is the Tabula's rightful owner.
Okay. Return Tabula to Didier. Okay, but before that. Okay, chest. Top coat gold mana. Okay. Scroll. Loved and Diaries, 6th entry. I wasn't going to write further, but yesterday I couldn't find any more food in the ruined pubs. I did find these old semantic scrolls. I will continue my tale on the blank side to distract myself. Borro, Crisanti, and a few others hid at guns. He himself is not alive anymore. I haven't seen him in any case. Almost no one slept. Some guarded the entrance. I talked through the night with Crisanti. She has a beautiful face. I didn't notice that before. At dawn, she dozed off on my shoulder. Why now? Okay.
Can't wait to get out of here.
Okay. Horseshoe, iron scissor, slave bed, night shield. Oh. Night shield. Okay. Merchant hat, top coat, peasant, leather glue. Okay. So here. Pouch of gold. Horse. Discuss the golden awakening. Find the other entrance the mine. alchemical clock mana. Go take all. Okay. So Monpatris Magefactory. And here, fortune ball. Okay. This fountain. Living world. Comfortable living world. Okay. Celtras. Okay. Increase damage. Okay. Okay.
Here's your tabula, Sir Golem Master.
Have you read it? The formula is a valuable secret, but not everyone knows how to read it. Yeah, what am I blathering about? Thank you so much for your help. You're my savior.
I hope everything's okay now, Master Didier. Good luck with your golems.
Okay. Required resolution unit, sentry golem. Okay. Okay. Archer. Rank 2, rank 1. Okay. One more level. Okay. One more level. So ancient boots. Okay. So windy boat.
My friend and I have found a tiny little
Valdemara. ancient tools. Griffon. Mercenaries. Ancient tools, okay.
And the invisible shield. Yes, the shield.
Okay, so trade, anarchy, nurturing, soporific ring, bandits, leader spells, jade scepter, legate helmets, cast a rank 3 dispersion spell at the beginning of battle. Iron helmet. Okay. So return to Magefactory. Okay. Okay. Retto. Oh.
Thank you. I thought I'd never get out of here alive. You'll get us out of here, won't you? Alive?
I will, but I need to find the survivors in the mines first. Norman told me you know a passage that bypasses the main entrance.
Of course. The elevator behind my back leads to the old entrance. It's over there, in the quarry. It doesn't need magic, but it does need to be repaired. I said from the start that we should go that way, but Norman wouldn't budge. Nearly got us killed, too.
Why don't you repair it then?
Not as easy as that, I'm afraid. I need to assemble and launch the mechanism, and all the operating parts were pilfered. Someone from the workers' quarter took the old lever. I used to see the kids playing with it across the street from the stables. It's probably still there. The miners took the chain to use in the well, and the new sprocket is in the foundry. Somewhere around the forges.
You know your way around the Magefactory. You find the stuff, I'll provide the escort.
Whoa, no can do. Who knows what's roaming out there? Please, you take care of it. I'll wait for you here, okay?
Okay. Find the elevator parts. Okay. Here. Rusty lever. Okay. Foundry. Okay. Okay. Sprocket gear. So Handle the parts. Find the other entrance to the mine. Okay. Monpatris Magefactory. Chest, flask of endless water, gold mana. Notice, Magefactory Times issue 2. Last week, our factory was honored by a visit from Royal Councillor Montiel. He spent time observing our new workshops, Elixir and Amulet, and our protective talisman, Sadio. The councillor's attention was also drawn to the golems. We showed several golem demonstration matches with various weapon techniques. With such warriors as these on board, I'm sure we can easily repel any encroachment from our neighbors, noted the councillor. Okay. Looking for a snakebite survivor for the purpose of researching an elixir. Those displaying fresh bite marks will be rewarded with 4 gold pieces. Ask for remedies at the mage's tower. Okay. Miners cooled down. Protocol. Scroll. Ravdan Diaries, 7th century. We spent the past few days at Gant in the attic. Didn't go out much. The street filled with a constant moaning. Who makes this horrid sound? The wounded, the starving, the voided, those flying monstrosities. Finally, Paolo went out in search of provisions while everyone else sat waiting in terrified silence. But a couple of hours later, he returned with a heavy basket of food. This cheered us all a little. He also brought a few daggers from the smithy. We had to make grips for them from odd scraps of wood. The street ruined. We must try to get out, by daylight of course, and very carefully. Chrysanthemum and I talked again, late into the night. It seemed to fill me with strength. She was near me the whole time. Scroll. Ravdan's Diary, 8th entry. The following day, we headed as a group for the northern gate. They were sealed with runes and barred from the outside. We could see a hastily constructed mage camp across the bridge. They saw us waving. I know it, but no one approached. Why? Will they simply leave us to die? Are they so afraid they cannot disable the barrier for even a few seconds? We began shouting and drew the attention of some guards, former guards. They were armed and armored like guards, but their faces were black and their bodies covered in a layer of ash, dust, scales. They are not of this world. A flying creature immediately joined them as well. I grabbed Chrysanthemum's hand and we ran. What became of the other, I don't know. We hid in one of the smithies. I managed a kind of sleep in the morning, though rife with nightmares. There are fresh drifts of ash here, though nothing is burning. Magefactory timed issue 4. Another caravan of 35 wagons arrived at our Magefactory that day. Baron de Pont arrived with his troop. Among other things, we have obtained copper ingots of genuine German workmanship. These will be used to manufacture bronze torsion springs for our renowned Furious Tarantula trebuchet. The glass blowing workshop has received 150 boxes of high-grade sifted sand from the White Sea. All financially responsible craftsmen are kindly requested to gather in Senior Master Han's living room. Master Hund also demands that whoever orders a delivery of sealed boxes from Froster identifies themselves as soon as possible. Otherwise, the cargo will be sent back, and the culprit, who will be found out soon enough, will be fined the sum of 1 week's salary. Okay. Chest, mana, silver box, gold. Stone bottle.
Anything else?
Anything else? Ah, here. Okay. Chest, gold, talisman, wind and fire. Aviarivals, ointment, fairy stone. Okay. Damage plus 20%. Resistance, fire. Chest, gold, mana, knight's belt. Knight's belt. Ah. Scroll. Ravdan Diary, 9th century. Though we hadn't realized at the time, Chrysanthemum was wounded. A tentacle had brushed her shoulder. She is very pale. She is unable to do anything but lie still. The spot where she was touched is dark, like a bruise. By evening, she was feverish. I have no way to ease her pain. I made a flower from scraps of metal and gave it to her. She looked at me with such tenderness. Why couldn't we have met before? Why in a different place? Why the damned Magefactory? We hid in the smithy from a night and a day. I searched all the nooks and crannies and found a bottle of booze. I thought it might help her sleep or ease the pain. But seeing her again, where she lay on the bench, at last I understood. She reached for me, but her eyes were empty, like holes to the void. I had no choice. Okay. So sad. Okay, drive chain. Chest, alchemical clock, mana, gold. Okay, give it a buzz rental. Okay, ancient experience point.
I brought everything you asked for. Are we ready to go?
I'll use the lever and chain to repair the drive system. As for the gear, you'll have to install that yourself. Yes, it's best you take care of that bit.
Me? I can't do that.
Oh, it's easy. Just take a look around this workshop. You'll see other gears, similar to this one, but bigger. You just install it there, and the mechanism will come alive. Me? I'll do my part right here. Trust me, you'll manage it.
Okay.
Just go ahead. I'll start working here. Rig the chain, align the lever, and we're ready to go.
Okay. Scroll. Healing. Chest. Mana. Gold of juice. Gold. Scroll. Healing. Oh, nasty. Mechanism.
Yes, that's correct.
Find Lindsey. To repair the elevator, return needs a few replacement parts, a sprocket, a drive chain, and a suitable lever. I can find a new sprocket at found on the way back up. The drive chain is currently attached to the wheel somewhere in the residential quarter near the mine. As for the lever, I should look in the workers' quarter across the street from the station. Now that I've found all the parts, I should bring them to Reto. Reto took the lever and drive chain. He asked me to install the sprocket in the elevator mechanism, which is located on the other side of the building near the elevator. I installed the replacement gear, but the mechanism still isn't working properly. The gears mesh, but they won't rotate for some reason. I need to find out why they're stuck. Find out why the mechanism works. Yeah. Rusty lever.
Hooray! I did it!
I found out what was wrong. Some ingenious worker jammed an iron rod into the mechanism. I can return to Red and start the elevator up at last. Okay.
Fredo said you already repaired the elevator. Why aren't we going down yet?
Don't rush things, Norman. I need to take care of something up here.
Let me know when you're ready, then. While you were away collecting the spare parts, I heard my wife's voice again. It sounded like she was calling for someone in the quarry down there.
I'd love to find some survivors. I'll wrap things up as soon as I can and come right back.
This standing here and waiting is taking a toll on me. I need to know if she's alive or...
Reto.
I've done everything I needed to. What about you?
Everything's assembled. Just pull the lever and the elevator will start working. Here, the honor is yours.
Let's not waste any time.
You and Norman can descend now. Harvey and I will probably head back. Now that you're here to look after Norman, there's no reason for us to stay. We'll try to get out where we got in. If we're lucky, we'll return to Mercia. If not, at least we'll get some rest in the mages' cages.
Okay. So you, Harvey.
Going by elevator, huh?
Why do you ask?
Maybe it's none of my business, but if I were you, I'd go beat up those monsters loitering around the mine entrance. Those wretched creatures took away our homes and killed our friends. My brother was probably among them too. If I had an army such as yours, I'd end them all. Believe it.
Okay. So collection Cultist Diary. Pouch of gold. Pouch of gold. Update finding. Say the elevator platform has arrived. I should prepare before the descent to the quarry. Who knows what awaits us down there?
I never thought I'd see the Magefactory in such a state. It used to be beautiful here. My wife and I had a nice life then. We even thought about having children, but... Lindsey. Lindsey, my beloved.
Find the other entrance to the mine. Okay. Chest, mana, eternal lantern, gold. Townsman should golden chalice gold. Okay. Chest Splash Mill Noble Outfit. Okay. Fitness point 5, fighting Elisa. Okay. Okay. Monpatris Magefactory. Follow the Norman. Magefactory mine. Barrel, gold, silver mark. chest, gold, silver. Box. Cast iron coat on power of the vial gold. Okay. Honey pot herbal beauty. Scroll? Rabdan's diary, last entry. The world is dead. Behind that paper-thin shell is a void, flowing out now, as from a punctured bladder. Life itself from out our world, and on the other side, hungry monsters, an ocean of them, an ocean of fanged snouts, and like dirty foam atop the wave, there they are shimmering blots of light, 4 of them. They wait for the gaps to widen, for the inevitable. They enter this world and devote it, divide from the inside out. I have seen it. They are closed. Close your eyes, and already you are on the other side. I must sleep. I slap myself across the cheeks. The stars in the sky tremble like candle flame. I can see them winking out. Yesterday there were more stars. Those were other worlds. They are also winking out. The void consumes them. It will consume us too. Mustn't sleep. Must run. I flee to the bottom, to the mines. They are safe. I know them well. I can hide there. I go. Okay. Collection Cultist diary complete.
Lindsey, my beloved, you're alive? Why do you?
Nor.
Okay. Very strong enemy. Why? Hollow Giant. Solita. Rank 5. Rank 3. Rank 3. Rank 3. Okay. Very strong enemy. Good. Trophy of war. Good. Ancestor experience. Okay. Ah. Nice. Diaries. Okay. Slots. Gold ingots. Diamond. Gold. Troll Chief. Rank 3. Bear Rider. Rank 2. Okay.
Here she is. Quiet now.
Ah, blast it all! You made too much noise! Gather the wounded, and don't touch anything. We're going straight to the mage's tower. Well, now when the danger is past.
Your expedition failed, apparently. You found no survivors.
What about Lindsey? She's a survivor of sorts. I'm taking her to His Highness.
This sick woman. I fear it won't be as easy as you think. How do we know she isn't contagious? We need to examine her, figure out the cause of the disease, find a way to cure her, and then...
The tower's energy field has been disrupted. That creature is dangerous. From now on, I will keep it under my supervision. As for you, I'm waiting to speak with you.
What do you think, Kali? Is this Void One understanding us?
Hardly. She's not showing any signs of sentience. Articulate speech.
So, report to Kason. Lindsey is one of them now. In the blink of an eye, she transformed Norman into a monster like herself. Hordes of Void Ones, both human and troll, started appearing from the adjacent chamber. I have failed miserably in my mission. My last hope is to capture one of the Void Folk and present them to the prince. I have no choice but to fight. It was a hard battle, but all the Void Ones were vanquished, all but Lindsey. The outcome of the fight was by no means certain, but thankfully Remedios appeared out of nowhere to help. The wizard trapped Lindsey in a magic cocoon and teleported us all to the mage's tower. As yet more Void Ones poured forth from the depths below Monpatris. Upon our arrival at the tower, I was ready to start yet another fight with the enraged Remedios. Thankfully, we were interrupted by the appearance of Archmage Katon amidst a series of lightning flashes. Katon reprimanded Remedios for breaking the quarantine and transferred Lindsey into a magic cocoon on the empty pedestal in front of the tower. Having instructed Remedios to stay and guard her, the Archmage ordered me to report on everything that had happened at the Magefactory. Okay, well then, let's stop the game here because it's a good break. I hope you enjoyed my videos. If you like it, please press the good button. Comments are also welcome. Comment your recommendations for games you would like to see on this channel, and so on. We will continue to post videos every day, so don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Good luck to you today. See you in the next video. Goodbye.